What's up, y'all? It's your boy AD back again from DM3 Entertainment, and I got a video about my man Carmelo. The disrespect continues, but let me hit you with the warning first. Alright, like I said at the beginning of this intro, this disrespect continues. Now we got Chauncey Billups on a talk show talking and kicking Melo while he's down, throwing him under the bus. And I say throw him under the bus because you people got to realize something. They make Melo the bad guy because it's good for ratings. ESPN, Fox Radio, all these stations do this for ratings because there's nothing wrong with Carmelo, nothing at all. You know, but I got this video. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna chime in and give my opinion on this whole scenario. So here we go.
Chauncey Billups has a theory as to why nobody has picked up Carmelo Anthony. He said this on Sirius XM radio. This is a quote. Scoring 30 points meant too much to Melo. He could have games where he had 20, 22 points. We win the game and he's mad. He might have 36, we lose the game, and he's in there picking everybody up. I think now you fast forward the tape. And
I'm going to stop right there and make y'all understand something, the mind of a ball player. A ball player could score 28 points, they win the game, and he's upset with himself, not the team, himself. And the reason why he's upset is because he's an alpha. He wants to be the best player he can be. And he feels as though he could have did a lot more to help that team, you know, with whatever he did out there. Because you have to remember, Melo has always been the player that had to put the scoring load on his back because he was the franchise player or the player that was going to help a team get where it needed to be. And without Melo, your team's nowhere. Perfect example, the New York Knicks. Now, the second part of it is they say he does score 30 and they lose. And he said they're picking the team up, meaning that he's being a team player, saying that he's telling other team players don't be bad that we lost. We can do better. That's a teammate that you need in a locker room. So players don't feel so bad that the next time they play, they get blown out even worse because they have no type of confidence within themselves. But because in this day and age that they don't like a man to be a man, they want him to be extra sensitive. They want him to be a simp. They want him to be an individual who all he cares about is making friends and not being a killer on the court. This is something that basketball lacks. And when you have the small little bit of inkling of seeing someone who still has the killer instinct, like people like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, not saying Melo's on their level, but saying that he does want to win. And I get sick and tired of people saying he doesn't want to win because he took the money. Everybody wants the money. Why do we work? To get money. So get that out of here. But back to what I was saying. Melo wants to win, and this is why he would be upset when he didn't score, and he would help the other teammates when he did score those type of points. Now back to these guys.
the reason why he's not in the league, because he's still worth it, is that he hasn't mentally taken that step back to say, okay, I'll come in and play against backups. I'll try to help the team out.
See, this is the problem, too. They want everybody to be overly sensitive, want them to be soft. They talking about he hasn't taken a step back. Why should a person who has the ability to still be a superstar take a step back and play a minimal role or a small role in doing anything? You know, that's the problem with society today. The strong, they don't want to be strong. They want them to be weak like the rest of the weaklings. And if you strive to be strong, then they want to pull you down and destroy you and make you look like you were never anything. And this is what's going on with Carmelo today. You know, they need to stop the foolishness and allow the man to be great like he is. Let him play the game that he knows how to play. And if they do that, then you will still see a man scoring 20 points a night because he was able to do what he needs to do.
I know I might not be able to close, but I just want to help. He's not there yet, unquote. That is some kind of quote.
And they say he's not there yet. What are you talking about he's not there yet? When he left New York, after leaving New York and averaging over 20 points a game and gets to OKC and knowing that that's Russ' team and PG's a younger player, he took the step back and said, okay, I'll let these two younger players do their thing and I'll play the back role even though I averaged 20 points or better when I was with the Knicks, being the number one option. Now I'm going to be the third option. And even as the third option, he still averaged 16 points a game, not being an individual who was set up to be a scorer or set up to be the primary ball handler, but he still did his thing. So that shows that he does have the ability to want to help and do what needs to be done to be a winner, but they wanted to make it look like he doesn't do that, but he does. And then when you look at him when he was with the Rockets, 10 games, how can anybody in 10 games show that they're trying to work with the team? And he did try to work with the team because all they wanted him to do was shoot threes, and that's what he did. And when he didn't shoot a three, he apologized for it. He came off the bench. What else do you want from the man? So they need to stop with this foolishness. It's 100% foolishness.
Even is Chauncey Billups right?
I don't think it's denied. I don't think it can be denied that he's right because he would know better than most. The one NBA conference finals.
He can be denied that he's not right due to the fact that he doesn't know what's inside the mind of Carmelo. He doesn't think for Carmelo. He does not live with Carmelo. He has never scored on the level of Carmelo. He has never been a 10-time All-Star like Carmelo. He is not number 19 on the all-scoring list in the NBA like Carmelo. He has never won a college national championship like Carmelo. He has never had 3 Olympic medals like Carmelo. So he has no place to say why Carmelo's not getting jobs and why Carmelo does what he does. The reason why Melo's in the situation he's in is because the NBA is being stubborn like they always do and always have done with people that they feel don't play the way they want them to play at that time and is not getting the ratings and the money that they can generate with other players. That is the only reason. They cannot use Melo the way they want to use Melo. So that's why Melo doesn't play. But do not get it twisted. Melo can play as well as some of these other players out here on the court. Yes, he is not the super all-star like some of these newer players that came behind him, but Melo is definitely not washed up. Melo definitely knows what he's doing. But these individuals have to give Melo that opportunity to show that he can play his game. And if they do that, he can be a force to be reckoned with. They want to treat him like they treated Iverson. They want to treat him like they treated Marbury. But they have to realize something. Iverson is a legend, and everybody who's a ball player and a fan of basketball love Iverson. Marbury in China is a legend. They love him in China. So there can't be too much wrong with the people I named. The only thing wrong is that they want to shut the door and blackball Melo and not give him the opportunity to show how great Melo truly is. But I'm going to end this video like this. And this is advice to you, Carmelo Anthony. You see that they don't care for you. You see they try to dog you. You see that they try to play as though you are this terrible teammate, that you're not an individual that can adapt to today's game, which today's game, there's nothing to adapt to. Allow a person to play their game and you will see them in their greatness. So, Melo, I say, don't mess with LeBron James and the Lakers. Where you need to go is to the Clippers if they allow you to be there. And yes, come off the bench, Melo. Burn them with the second team. That way, the Clippers will blow people out because defensively, they're beast. And with you coming off with the second string of players, you would average 17 points a game or better. And if you don't go to the Clippers, go to the Trailblazers. Because the Trailblazers have a good team. They can definitely do some things. And with you coming off the bench for them, the same thing can happen. Lots of offense like crazy. They have a good team. So, Melo, I tell you, roll with that team. Hey, now that's what I had to say about this team, about Melo. I'm going to let y'all hear the last bit, what they got to say, and I'm out of here.
Appearance in Carmelo Anthony's career, Chauncey Billups was his point guard. When the Philadelphia 70, when he played with the New York Knicks, Chauncey Billups was his teammate for a little bit there as well. We have to take this into consideration. I'm one person that has constantly come to the defense of Carmelo Anthony, a career 24-point per game scorer, ISO ball kind of player, what have you. I get all of that, but I never wanted to deem him selfish. Chauncey Billups is more qualified to make that quote than me. And for Chauncey
they played together on two different teams.
That's right, Denver and New York. For Chauncey Billups to say, quote, you scored 20, you scored less than 30, and you're down when we win, but you scored 30 or 36, and you're picking guys up when we lose. That might be the most devastating quote that has ever been said against Carmelo Anthony.
Just want to stop right there and say, if you really listen to what he said, that's not anything devastating. That's showing you that Melo was truly a teammate and someone that people should have in the locker room.
Well,
and that can't be denied.
I'm going to go back in history for a little while. I mean, because Carmelo Anthony is a great player, and he's fallen off a cliff. I mean, nobody wants him. He's a great player.
Right.
I just want to say Melo did not fall off a cliff. Melo was pushed off a cliff, just to let y'all know that. He's been sabotaged.
I'm going to go back to the Knicks. I don't do this to make you angry because it's even before you were born. The Knicks of the Willis Reed and Dave DeBusschere team. At one point, they gave one of their aging stars a sweetheart deal. You know, 2-3 years on the end of the bench, you don't have to do something. I think it might have been Dick Barnett. I'm not sure. And in fact, the minutes are reduced, but you played out in glory. You know, you're back with the team. And I remember Earl Monroe, who's a great player, who essentially took Dick Barnett's spot. And he said, I want one of those when I'm done. I want one of those for 2 or 3 years at the end. And he got one of those too, and he played 20 minutes a game. This is a guy who's in the Hall of Fame. Apparently, Carmelo Anthony cannot adjust to that sort of deal because there's a lot of to who could be helped by him if he were to do that.
I can retort with it.
Before I go, I just want to rebut what he just said. Melo never got an opportunity to get a deal like that. So how can you say Melo would not thrive in such a deal and he would not accept his role? You guys have got to stop assuming what Melo would do and give him the opportunity to show that he wouldn't do it. But I believe that if Melo was given a role like that on the Clippers or the Trailblazers, he would thrive and he would show how wrong you guys truly are. And that's just my opinion. And this is what I understand about basketball. And like I always say, if you like, you know what to do. If you want to continue hearing what I'm saying, you know what to do. Because you're all grown people out there, so I'm never going to tell you what to do. So till next time, this is your boy AD from DM3 Entertainment. And I'm out. Peace.